This post is something serious that I had to get off my chest. Hello, fight fans. If you haven't been to this show before, my name is Eric Bradley. They call me the real fight doctor, and I thank you guys for watching. Because right now you're watching Master Boxing, and at this channel, this is where we break the fight world down, round by round, qualified analysts. I break the fight world down because I've been doing this sport for over 15 years solid, non-stop, no taking, no breaths. But what I had to come to you to speak to today is the fight game in its entirety and what it means to us. This weekend we have Kid Chocolate and the Miracle Man Daniel Jacobs fighting over here at the Barclays Center. And what really touched my heart today is thinking about how far the game has come and circle back around, because for the past 20 years there was a subpar division when it came to quality fighters. Back in the day where you had Tyson, the Holyfields, the Muhammad Ali's, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Livingstone Brambles, and the Ray Boom Boom Mancinis, Donald Currys. I know some of these guys you guys don't know, but if you Google any of them, you're going to be like, whoa. Meldrick Taylor. All these guys brought something to the game. Today, right now, where we're getting to again is that time in the sport of boxing where the game is going back to what it was before, but this time we have social media, so it's going to get its just due. Because if you look at social media right now, one of the most powerful forces on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, one of the most powerful sport forces is boxing. UFC and MMA, the combat sports, have controlled the social media outlet. Look, there's not as many offset social media reporters in any other sport than there are boxing. Now in football, a lot of people are starting to try to get their channels and do things like social media is doing in the sport of boxing. But during the fights this weekend, what I acknowledge is Daniel Jacobs, and I'm going to speak to just a second. But I don't want to get off topic because the topic is really the topic of discussion and what I have to bring to the table and express, because this is important. And it feels good to be at this level and be qualified and have seen fights at this level or been a part of fights at this level, so I can speak to exactly what this is about. The fight weekend, the social media power. I'm going to speak to some of the people that are in the social media power and look how well they're doing out here as a force. And all these people that I'm about to name, I want you guys, if they don't see this, to make sure that they get wind of this video, because this is the real deal. We control the game. We are the most powerful force next to the networks that there is. And when business gets to that point and it's at that level, you got to get serious. Rock Nation Sports decided to become a part of this game. 50 Cent decided to become a part of this game. Why are these people coming from the outside? Lil Wayne started a promotional company for the sports world. Not a promotional company, but what exactly was it that he... Sports altogether, because he got Ronaldo, which is a great thing because the game is bringing the forces in. Warren Buffett, all of the biggest, richest, wealthiest, powerful men in sport. Look at what my man Al Heyman's done. He's brought billionaires to the sport, and guys and fighters are getting money like people who are in corporate America, CEO level. They making money like that. Why is that? So what I'm about to speak to is the topic of discussion is how well these companies and these brands and you guys out there. I'm going to name all the top social media forces out here right now, and they are accredited. The Boxing Channel, Marcos Vegas. The Boxing Voice, Ness and his crew. All of these guys. ES News, Ellie Seckback, Fight Hub. These are powerful forces. Dante Williams with the girls. Everybody has not only their niche, but their swag. These people grind hard. And I see a lot of little entities coming up trying to build. They don't realize how much it really takes to get to this level. But I want you guys to understand one thing. This week right here, the force and the source that's covering these fights, I gotta send a shout out to my boys over here at Brooklyn Fights, because they're upholding the lack thereof media on board. And I didn't forget about Behind the Gloves with Michelle Joy Phelps, because they do an amazing job behind the scenes, and these interviews are very important to the fans and to social media to keep the energy flowing, because we want to hear directly from the fighters. I'm a guy that worked directly with the fighters, but the fact that we got inside media covering and pounding, stressing, trying to get funding, flying and traveling costs a lot of money. People don't understand what this thing is about, how much it takes, how dedicated these people have to be on a daily basis. Trust me, and I haven't got about fight hype. They just coming to me one at a time, because like I said before, these are the NBCs, these are the ESPNs, these are the HBOs, these are the Showtime, this is the PBC. These channels are what we are forced in our source of knowledge and education and insight from the fighters, the promoters, and inside of the game. But I want you guys to know out here in New York right now, we got to represent, because New York, over here on the East Coast, we love the fact that we had some of the greatest to ever lace them up fighting at Madison Square Garden. Now we gotta represent the Barclays Center as well. So all you boys out west, everybody out there on those channels, there are a lot of sources to get funding to get you guys over here, on top of vice versa. Because I want to see my boys over at BrooklynFights.com do things on another level. And they busting through walls, because those boys out there on the grind, and all you guys know exactly what it takes. But I have a hard time digesting the fact that I didn't see a lot of these people directly in the circle. Barclays Center is an amazing facility. They got the 40-40 up top with Jay-Z, and they've done an amazing job with it. So my biggest thing was to make sure that you guys understand the enormity of what we have over here in the fight game. And all you guys, you don't get the appreciation. But right now the fight doctor is giving everybody a tilted hat, because I know how hard it is. I grinded as a coach, and I was explaining to my wifey how hard it was. I said, people don't realize what it takes to be inside of that corner and dedicate your life to one person for 2 straight months, promoting, pushing, exhausted, 23.5 hours up, 30 minutes sleep. The fight night, you're trembling, you're shaking, you can't even do interviews because you're just so exhausted. The guy in the corner standing there, everything has to be processed. These things people don't understand. Neither do they understand what's going on behind their lens. And these guys who's doing this writing, they got to fight for interviews. They got to fight through the traffic to get the people. So I hate to be wordy, but I wanted you guys to understand one thing. Those who are out there doing their part in boxing, continuously step it up, because you right now, you are the HBOs, you are the Showtimes, you are the PBCs, you are the NBCs, the ESPNs, and the fans need to support you guys with all their might. Shouts out to my boys from BrooklynFights.com for doing an amazing job this weekend covering the fights. And I do not overlook any of this stuff, because like I said before, no one understands clearly what goes into the fight game or any big sporting event. And that's what I had to come and say, because the fight this weekend is going to be an amazing thing. But I want to make sure that people understand the enormity of what's going on in our sport. And people are watching. HBO's watching. Showtime's watching. Al Heyman's watching. Everybody's watching. So do the part and step the game up, Because these are the days where Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, all of these guys, if they were in this day, you think of how you'd be covering it. Well, soon they'll be talking about this era, and you want to have left your mark. That's all I got. And I thank you guys for watching. Because I'm the fight doctor, and this is Master Boxing. Shouts out to my boys once again over at BrooklynFights.com and all the media sources out there that's pounding the pavement for social media in the boxing world. Congratulations, fighters. Brooklyn, stand up! We are boxing. So long.